Good morning and welcome to the regular meeting of City Council on Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Mr. Charland. Here. Mr. Coghill. Ms. Gross. Mr. Mosley. Mrs. Salonetra.
Here.
Mrs. Strasburger.
Here.
Mrs. Warwick.
Here.
Mr. Wilson.
Here.
Mr. Lavelle, President.
Here.
Mr. Mosley. 7 members present.
Thank you. For those who are able, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Remain standing for a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Our next order of business is to amend the agenda. Is there a motion to amend?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The agenda has been amended. Our next order of business is the presentation of proclamations, and we'll begin with Councilman Mosley.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to invite the folks from CLASP who are here this morning. Thank you for coming down. And also thank you for the work that you do. Really honored to read this proclamation today about a very important issue that intersects with your mental health, family, and various aspects of life. Whereas the Collaborative Law Association of Southwestern Pennsylvania, CLASP, is a dedicated group of collaboratively trained attorneys, mental health professionals, and financial specialists committed to helping families navigate divorce and separation with dignity, respect, and privacy. Whereas the collaborative's process provides a client-centered approach that prioritizes the well-being of families and children by fostering cooperative, transparent, and mutually agreeable settlements rather than adversarial court battles. And whereas Divorce with Respect Week is a national movement held from March 1st to March 8th, 2026, aimed at educating the public about legal alternatives to courtroom litigation, specifically focusing on the collaborative divorce process. During this week, members of CLASP will offer 30-minute free divorce consultations to Pittsburgh area residents to help them explore options to protect their financial resources and minimize emotional trauma. And whereas this initiative aligns directly with the City of Pittsburgh's commitment to supporting the health, stability, and well-being of our residents and their families during challenging life transitions. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Council of the City of Pittsburgh does hereby declare March 1st to March 8th to be Divorce with Respect Week in the City of Pittsburgh.
May we have a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Congratulations. Would you like to say a few words?
Wow. Our president, thank you. Our president, Dorothy O'Neill, and our incoming president, Derek Smith, and I, Jeffrey Pollack, are really appreciative to be recognized with a group that started in 2006. There were 3 of us who got trained outside of Pittsburgh because, as you may know, Western Pennsylvania is slow to grasp on to new concepts. And Judge Kaplan, who had started mediation in the Pittsburgh area, was a natural supporter of ours, and we started collaborative law as a hybrid between litigation and mediation to help people get divorced in a more amicably and responsible way, especially if they have children. So after 20 years of creating critical mass of many lawyers and many trained financial professionals and mental health professionals, we're glad that we've come to this point where we can be recognized today and hopefully help people from our community get amicably separated if, God forbid, they have to go through a divorce. So thank you for your recognizing us today. Dorothy, do you want to add anything?
Just very briefly, because I know you have a very busy schedule. Again, my name is Dorothy O'Neill. I'm the current president of the Collaborative Law Association of Southwestern Pennsylvania. We have now rebranded to call ourselves Three Rivers Collaborative Divorce. And I wanted to just highlight that this initiative has been something we've been working on for years. This is the first year that we're actually participating in the city of Pittsburgh and surrounding areas. So this is a nationwide initiative, and I want to really highlight and focus that we are offering those 30-minute free consultations for people in the area. So we want them to take advantage of that. So please spread the word. We want to help people. That is the goal of all of us. We have a lot of strong members who are CPAs, financial advisors, licensed counselors, psychologists, attorneys. We have a lot of really great people who are focused on this initiative to bring better amicable resolution for people in the city of Pittsburgh. So thank you again for your time.
Yeah, I just want to thank you again for the amazing work you do. And while I'm very happy that you are here in southwestern Pennsylvania, I do hope that I will never need your services. I'm sure Judge Wagner is watching, and she agrees as well. I'd like to invite my colleagues to come up and take a photo. Yeah, you can give it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a fun time.
So next we'll move on to those that need to be read into the record.
Councilperson Salinetro presents, "Now therefore be it resolved that the Council of the City of Pittsburgh does hereby commend and congratulate Tyler Walters on fulfilling the highest requirements of scouting and achieving the rank of Eagle Scout. And be it further resolved that the Council of the City of Pittsburgh does hereby declare Saturday, March 7th, 2026, to be Tyler Walters Day in the City of Pittsburgh." Councilmember Coghill presents, "Now therefore be it resolved that the Council of the City of Pittsburgh does hereby commend Aaron Devine, and be it further resolved that the Council of the City of Pittsburgh does hereby declare Saturday, March 7th, 2025, to be Aaron Devine Day in the City of Pittsburgh."
May we have a motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The proclamations have been approved. We'll move on to public comment and then return to the presentation of proclamations when appropriate. So moving on to public comment, I'd like to remind everyone the rules of council state that comments are limited to matters of concern, official action, or deliberation, which may be before city council, and profanity will not be permitted. After you are called, please restate your name, provide your neighborhood for the record. You'll be given 3 minutes to speak. Our first registered speaker is Joseph Glab. Is Joseph Glab with us? If not, our next speaker is Stella Gann.
Speak a little bit.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. I will talk something about my experience in Pittsburgh. I'm an international student, and I'm studying in University of Pittsburgh, and I feel very happy and excited about my new life. In autumn, the campus is full of yellow and red leaves, and the city looks beautiful by the rivers. I really enjoy walking outside and taking photos. And my classmates is from different countries, and we share many ideas in class. Even though I sometimes miss my family, but I am learning to be independent and confident. I think Pittsburgh gives me new experience and helps me grow. Yeah. Yeah, and I love Pittsburgh very much. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Our next speaker is Dr. Ronald M. Miller.
Dr. Ronald N. Miller, Manchester, Tunis, Tunisia. That is in the Pittsburgh City Ally Network, which I founded. The Sidi Bou Said, a neighborhood in Tunis within the Pittsburgh City Neighborhood Network and World Neighborhood Network, which I founded in 2025. Tunisia, UN New York Mission email to tunisiamission@usa.com. I became a member of the American Anthropological Association and Sociological Association and the Association for Geographers in the early 2000s. Global Intelligence Society candidate for President 2028 ACE and 1448 AH. Global Information Intelligence Network.net 24/7 availability. The concerns of council include local government and neighborhoods. These coincide with my interests in the primacy of local government and neighborhoods. What we need, I think, is greater neighborhood control of our neighborhoods by our people who are in them. Neighborhood councils elected by our neighbors, which would mean more neighborhood control of, by, and for the people who live there. How do you get there? 4 steps informed by anthropological, sociological, and sociological, and geographical sources, and I depend very heavily on Onsager equations and matrix equations to do this. Step 1, information intelligence on the legality of doing so. There's nothing in the Home Rule Charter or City Code that forbids neighborhooders from self-organizing to create elected neighborhood councils. Step 2, gather information and share information about the boundary of your neighborhood. Our Pittsburghers in all 90 neighborhoods appear to not know what those boundaries are, which I think is stupefying in itself. What are the streets defining the boundary? Step 3, get information about the people who live there, the residents who live there. Do it voluntarily or do it using, as much as possible, public records. And step 4, have a neighborhood NCE referendum and share the information about the idea. Is something that Mr. O'Connor refuses to face, refuses to deal with. I've mentioned this many times here, and none of you have picked up on it. Why do you not want neighborhood people to be more in control of their own neighborhoods? I find this also to be unacceptable. Barai mi Gayan Bella, yes, to Iran from Iranians, not to Donnie Crane Trump.
Thank you very much. Our next speaker is Madeline McGrady.
Good morning, Council. Maddie McGrady. I live in Highland Park, and I'm a co-chair of the Housing Justice Table. I'm here today to ask Council to oppose the nomination, the appointment of David Vatz to the Planning Commission. I think it goes without saying that the Planning Commission has a really important role to play in the development of our city, and I think anyone serving on the Planning Commission or any public commission or public serving entity for that matter needs to be able to treat members of the public and their colleagues with respect, and needs to be able to engage with a diversity of viewpoints with respect. I don't think that's too much to ask. And David Vatz's conduct, his comments, his attitude toward the public at large, individual community members, the Planning Commission itself, I think raise serious and valid concerns about his willingness and his ability to serve the public with integrity in this role. He's called the Planning Commission a sham and a kangaroo court when he and his allies were subject to the same rules as everyone else. I'm not sure why he thinks that he deserves special treatment. His disdain for community input is well known, and he has a track record of resorting to name calling and demeaning people who disagree with him. To quote his own words, he has said that professional planners, not neighborhood busybodies, should make decisions about development. He is not a professional planner. He has a marketing degree and I think works in sales. In any case, Pittsburgh deserves better. And he hasn't treated the people that he's engaged with respectfully, and that's well known. So I urge you to reject this appointment. I think the mayor obviously has the right to make appointments that match with his agenda, and I think that there are probably other candidates who could do that, who don't have this, troubled track record of engaging with the community in ways that are frankly immature and disrespectful. So thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Rhonda Strozier.
Good morning. I am Rhonda Strozier, Executive Director of Longview Citizens Council and Perry Hilltop Citizens Council. To echo many of Maddie's sentiments, I am also here to ask council to oppose the appointment of David Vatz as a registered community organization. Two registered community organizations, actually. Public engagement is very important to us. Being sure that our neighbors have a say in the development that happens in their community is something that is a pillar to our organization. And so for those reasons, I understand that David Vatz is not for neighbors and residents giving their feedback on the development that happens in their neighborhood. And that is something that is very important to us. So again, I ask that council will oppose the appointment of David Vatz to the Planning Commission. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Bethany Cameron.
Good morning, council members. My name is Bethany Cameron. I still live in Overbrook, and I'm here again with informup.org, a local news nonprofit which reports weekly on public meetings, asks readers to weigh in on what matters to them, and delivers that feedback back to their elected officials like you. 71 readers answered our questions last week about ShotSpotter and the funding of the Safe Streets and Roads for All project. Please note, some location data was unavailable due to a technical glitch this week. As council deliberates renewal of the ShotSpotter contract, we asked readers what should be given more weight, faster response times or concerns of over-policing. Almost 40% of readers prioritized faster police and medical response to gunfire. 27% chose the risk of over-policing in marginalized communities, and 27% said both were equally important. A resident from Carrick in District 4 said, considering the small gains from ShotSpotter compared to the cost, I don't think it's worth renewing the contract. A resident from Squirrel Hill South said, since 2014, technology for analyzing ambient sounds has progressed a lot. There must surely, by now, be a system that would provide more accurate or precise information at lower cost, enough so to cover the whole city. Citywide coverage would address the inequity question. Our second question asked readers if they would agree or disagree that the benefits of securing $400,000 for the Safe Streets and Roads for All project are more important than large nonprofits not paying property taxes to the city. Nearly 50% strongly or somewhat disagreed. 20% somewhat agreed, 13% strongly agree, and 15% were unsure. One resident said, the Safe Streets initiative is super important. But of course, the nonprofits should still make pilot, that is, payments in lieu of taxes, payments regardless. It's not an either-or situation. Another resident said, the state desperately needs to address the tax breaks and benefits large corporations and, air quotes, nonprofits receive. The money is there, but instead of being funneled to the community that supports them, it goes to shareholders and CEOs. The community should not be paying businesses to use our resources. Thank you again for your attention. Full report will be sent out as usual.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Deborah Wiley.
Hello, my name is Deborah Wiley, and I reside in the Banksville area of the city of Pittsburgh, and I've been a resident for more than 31 years. My comments are related to the possible sale of the FO Lodge 1 building on 1070 Banksville Avenue to dismissed charities for use as a federal Bureau of Prisons halfway house or residential reentry facility that's planned to house up to 100 felons. The contingent sale of the FOP building requires zoning approval for conditional use. Banksville residents oppose such a zoning change. Dismiss met with residents at the Banksville Civic Association on February 12th, and they were supposed to present their case to the Planning Commission on February 24th. The meeting's been delayed 2 times already, and we still don't have a new date. Residents in the Banksville neighborhood overwhelmingly oppose Dismiss proposed use of the FOP building. We have serious concerns about zoning compatibility, public safety, transparency, and long-term operation in a dense residential neighborhood like Banksville. Very close to the FOP building is an elementary school, a child care center, and a family links facility. Across from the country, dismiss facilities have been linked to walkaways, escapes, violent incidents, and even deaths, with one, according to Marcy Cipriani of Channel 4 News, being the murder of a police officer in Louisville, Kentucky, by a resident who escaped when informed of his imminent return to prison. These issues raise legitimate questions about supervision and accountability at dismissed facilities, and whether residential neighborhoods are appropriate locations for facilities of this size and function. Should this issue come before council, we look for you to vote with the neighborhood's interests and not dismiss. District 2 voted in big numbers for Mayor O'Connor, and we're expecting our mayor to vote with our council against dismiss requests for conditional use. You'll be hearing much more from Banksville residents about a rejection of the dismiss proposal, and you'll hear continuing coverage from our local news stations. Thank you for your time. My name is Deborah Wiley, and I am a Banksville area resident.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Kurt Coburn.
Hello, I'm Kurt Colborn from Swiss Elm Park. I'm here with some insights for your consideration as you weigh David Vatz's nomination to the City Planning Commission. Mr. Vatz plays a leadership role in YIMBY Action, a national lobbying corporation that receives significant financial support from the building industry. Locally, Mr. Vatz founded and leads Pro Housing Pittsburgh, a chapter of YIMBY Action. Now, I'm not blindly critical of the connection to the building industry. After all, anyone who rises to become a candidate for a citywide position is going to have some business affiliations. But this one is different. I recently provided each of you with a YIMBY Action job posting. The job is to manage a portfolio of some 300 business members, each contributing up to $30,000 annually to YIMBY. I'm especially troubled by the job's duty to maintain appropriate firewalls between funding and housing project advocacy. Now, I'm not much for conspiracy theories. I often say that anyone who believes in conspiracy theories has never had to work with others to get anything done. So I won't say that the projects Mr. Vatz supports are identified for him by YIMBY National on behalf of their major donors. But I don't think it's conspiratorial to suggest or to note that appropriate firewalls are exactly the kind of tool that would allow plausible deniability of such connections. One thing is undeniably clear. Mr. Vatz has a leadership role in an organization whose major donors stand to profit from his influence on the City Planning Commission. Remarkably, this troubling connection seems to be the sole impetus for his nomination. The existence of cancel culture aside, Mr. Vatz has built himself a local reputation as a caustic character, even among housing advocacy groups who should be his allies. His sentiments are well represented in a recent Post-Gazette editorial that quotes Mr. Vatz. Community input should happen in an actual democratic process, elections. To the extent that community engagement can be captured to frustrate the legitimate goals of duly elected officials, it can be anti-democratic in effect. Now, Corey's my neighbor. He lived just a couple houses down across the street from Tony Norman. I support him. I voted for him, but he got this one wrong. So as you interview Mr. Vatz in the normally mundane process to accept the mayor's nominee for the Planning Commission, please keep in mind, this one is different.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Loretta Payne.
Good morning, everyone. I'm a resident of the Hill District, and I am a busybody. I'm busy trying to keep bodies in the Hill District from leaving. I'm a small business owner of Hill District Notary, and I represent Pittsburgh Human Rights City Alliance and the Hill District Consensus Group. I am opposed to the mayor's appointment to head city planning. But I'm not going to waste my time talking about why I'm opposed. I think others have done this. What I am going to talk about is building more houses is not the answer to housing affordability in the Hill District. It sounds like a trickle-down theory, right? Trickle-down has never worked anywhere. It's never been proven to work. So what I am suggesting, council members, is the master plan in the Hill District. We have been very clear about what we're asking and what we want for our community, such as co-op housing, public housing, and also able to have a repair program for older citizens in particular to keep their housing. Because if we build more housing, that is one of the reasons why people are leaving the Hill District, because the developers raise the rent to a point where people have to leave, which disrupts our community, our culture, and our Pittsburghers that's been living there for a long time. I also advocate for you all to look into the shift directives. And it's a first ever comprehensive framework providing governments and investors with guidance to effectively address the financialization of housing in accordance with the human rights law. Pittsburgh is a wonderful city. As I said before, I do travel a lot, and this is always a city that I'm proud to represent. But we can't represent if people aren't living here because they have to leave. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Ryan Leverett Patak. I don't see him online. Is Ryan with us? If not, our last registered speaker is Ikahana Halmalkina. Who's not online. So that exhausts our list of registered speakers. If there's anyone in chambers wishing to speak, please come forward at this time. Provide your name and neighborhood for the record.
My name is Unique Brown, and I am here to talk about the Director's Notes line, aka the Director's Action line. I want you to imagine something. Imagine you're calling the Director's Action line in Pittsburgh, not as someone in power, not sitting in those chairs, but as a resident who has already tried everything and been dismissed. You've already spoken up once, you've already explained yourself, you've already been told it's just how it works. But something inside you knows this isn't right. So you call, holding on to the belief that someone somewhere will truly listen. You explain your situation carefully. Maybe your voice shakes a little. Maybe you leave out parts because they're too painful to repeat. You hang up thinking, now someone independent will look at this. Then the call comes back. They tell you they contacted the agency. They tell you what the agency said. Then that's the end of it. No independent investigation, no authority to question them, no corrective action. Just the same answer, or different ones if they choose to, deliver back to you. And at that moment, something sinks because you realize there's nowhere higher except for here. That's quiet. As a domestic violence survivor, I know what it costs to speak. I know what it feels like to break your own silence and ask for help when staying silent once felt safer. There are women in the city who did not make it up here. Women who are rebuilding their lives, women who are terrified to speak, women who are teaching their children how to be strong while they are still trying to heal themselves. When someone reaches out to their city, not for sympathy, but for fairness, and finds out escalation is just a loop, it's not just frustrating. It reopens something. It feels like being unheard all over again. If the director's action line is supposed to provide oversight, then it must have real power. It must have some authority to independently review, to challenge the agency response, and to require corrective action. If it doesn't have that power, why do we call that number? Just for them to tell us what they want, for them to repeat the same thing, even when she told me she believes that everything is wrong that happened to me, but she can't do nothing. And I guess can't nobody here either, or at county council. So I don't even know what the city's really about. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Good morning, Special Agent Sunshine, the missing child, Cerise Taylor. Again, you have amended the agenda. You have put off again what you need to be doing right now until you decide to do it, huh? Okay. Lord, thank you for using me as a vessel to do your will, not mine. In Jesus' name. The wisdom for today comes from Proverbs 15:27, and it says, a greedy man, or woman, it should say, brings trouble to his family, but he who hates bribes will live. A lot of people ain't here no more because they took bribes. A lot of people ain't gonna be here no more because they took bribes. TikTok for those hearts that are getting ready to stop. In Jesus' name. For turning a blind eye and a deaf ear to what? Child abduction? You don't hear me? Really? You don't see me? For real? You don't see the cameras? Why? Because they don't want people to know I'm still here. They're still trying to hide me. Believe it or not, you cannot hide the sunshine. Ever. The eclipse is temporary, I promise you. Denzel Washington, I love you. He said, the strongest, toughest men of all have compassion to care about people and your children. Lavelle, they don't abduct children from their countries and bring them here. Confirmation from the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Bring them here to be slaves. Really? $15 an hour is the minimum wage. That's a joke, y'all. Because the minimum living wage, to be able to afford to pay your rent, water, light, and gas is $21.13. In Jesus' name. Really? So you, to make up for the little in between, which y'all still getting on paper by fraud, you got to do something on the side, like sell drugs. Okay, well, the drug dealers on the payroll, they'll help you out. They got you. That's what they tell you. Do they? When your heart stops, who has you? Who do you cry for at that moment? Who do you call out? Whose name you call out on your deathbed? when it's TikTok for your heart. I'll wait. 1 Samuel 25, 32 and 33 says, David replied to Abigail, praise the Lord, the God of Israel, who has sent you to meet me today. Thank God for your good sense. Bless you for keeping me from murder and from carrying out vengeance with my own hands. There's a lot of people I'd like head removed that need to be. We need to bring that back. Witches, wizards, and warlocks will be thrown into the fire in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you. Next speaker, please. Next speaker, please. Seeing no further speakers, we will return to proclamations, and I believe we have one to be given by Councilwoman Gross.
Thank you, Mr. President. I appreciate it. Thank you all. I appreciate my guests waiting for their long turn, and I apologize for not being here first thing at the beginning of the meeting. I did have a minute to reflect while we were listening to public comment and listening to the other procs, that there was a moment here, and I've been in this room for 12 years as a councilwoman, and there was a minute here where there were reporters, there were public commenters, there were staff, there were council members, when there was almost double the amount of women in the room than men. And I've been here 12 years, and I can't say that I've ever noticed those proportions. So I think it's really apropos that we are here today to talk about women in construction. So I appreciate you. This is an annual award, but I think it's remarkable how long this organization has been doing this work and how important it is. And so I'm just honored to be here again. Whereas the city of Pittsburgh, as well as the region of Western Pennsylvania, continues to strive for higher levels of construction and development growth. And whereas the city of Pittsburgh is committed to reaffirming the goals of fair opportunities for women and minorities in the construction industry. Whereas the National Association of Women in Construction, or NAWIC, I think, is that how you say it? I did say it. Every year. Is that how you say it? Is a nonprofit and international organization that promotes and supports the advancement and employment of women in the construction industry. And whereas NAWIC, founded in 1955 in Texas, now serves more than 6,000 members in 120 chapters in the United States and Canada, as well as affiliates in Australia, New Zealand, United Kingdom, and South Africa. And whereas the Pittsburgh area chapter 161 of NAWIC was first chartered on March 29, 1969, with 33 founding members, and now includes women who are actively employed in all aspects of the construction industry, such as business owners, managers, consultants, tradeswomen, operators, architects, accountants, and attorneys. Whereas during the week of March 1st through 7th, 2026, NAWIC chapters throughout the United States and Canada will be holding special events to celebrate the annual Women in Construction Week. And now therefore be it resolved, the Council of the City of Pittsburgh wishes to recognize and commend the women who participate in the construction industry throughout our region. And be it further resolved, the Council of the City of Pittsburgh does hereby declare the week of March 1st through 7th, 2026 as Women in Construction Week in the City of Pittsburgh.
We have a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations, you all. These are your proclamations for you. Please do come up and introduce yourselves and say a few words. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good morning, Council President and City Council. My name is Joelle Salerno. I am the president of NAWIC Pittsburgh this year. It's my honor to be here with you this morning. I'm joined by Kyra Sarver, Vice President of NAWIC Pittsburgh, representing Tedco Construction, and Lisa Miller, a board member of NAWIC Pittsburgh, representing Duquesne Light Company. And I'd be failed to remiss my day job, which is with the National Electrical Contractors Association, representing union electrical contractors all over Western PA. We're so thankful to be here with you this morning. On behalf of NAWIC Pittsburgh, thank you for recognizing Women in Construction Week. Week with this proclamation. Your support sends a powerful message that the city of Pittsburgh values the women who build, power, design, and maintain our communities. Women in Construction Week is led nationally by the National Association of Women in Construction. It celebrates the vital role women play across the construction industry, from the skilled trades to project management, engineering, safety, and executive leadership. It's a time to highlight career opportunities, promote workforce development, and ensure the next generation sees construction as a pathway to family-sustaining careers. Here in Pittsburgh, our NAWIC chapter focuses on education, mentorship, community outreach, and programs like our Camp NAWIC Girls in Construction Camp, which introduces young women and students to hands-on construction careers. We're going to be on our 4th year this year. We're so excited. We're grateful for your partnership and for helping us shine a light on the women who quite literally help build our city every day. And please let us know if we can be a resource to you or if you'd like to get involved with any of our activities. Thank you so much.
Yes, all members?
It's a show.
Yeah, I'm like, it's funny. Did you get it off? Yeah. No, like you always. Find some stuff out. Yeah, right. Yeah, no, that deeper.
Thank you.
You're like a fugitive.
And now we'll move on to the presentation of papers, beginning with Councilman Charlin, Chair of Human Resources.
No new papers, Mr. President.
Thank you. Councilman Charlin for Councilman Coghill, Chair of Public Safety and Wellness.
Councilman Coghill presents Bill Number 193, Resolution authorizing the mayor and the Director of Public Safety to enter on behalf of the City of Pittsburgh into a professional services agreement or agreements with Operation Better Block to provide group violence intervention technology services cost not to exceed $300,000 over 3 years. Bill 194, Resolution authorizing the mayor and Director of Public Safety to enter into a license agreement or agreements between the City of Pittsburgh and the Buncher Company for use of warehouse space for Bureau of Police training activities for 4 days over a period of 90 days at no cost to the city. And Bill 195, Resolution authorizing the mayor and Director of Public Safety to enter into a license agreement or agreement between the City of Pittsburgh and the Buncher Company for use of space at Gateway View Plaza for 45 days at no cost to the city.
And Councilwoman Gross, Chair of Innovation, Performance, Asset Management, and Technology.
No new papers, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you. And Councilman Mosley, Chair of Intergovernmental Educational Affairs.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Councilman Mosley presents Bill number 197, resolution authorizing the issuance of a warrant payable in favor of the United States Conference of Mayors for one-year membership dues in an amount not to exceed $21,824. Bill 198, resolution authorizing the issuance of a warrant payable in favor of Pennsylvania Municipal League for one-year subscription in an amount not to exceed $52,962.24. Bill 199, resolution adopting plan revision to the City of Pittsburgh's official sewage facilities plan for AG Property Ventures, LLC, 2111 Penn Avenue at no cost to the city. Bill 200, resolution adopting plan revision to the City of Pittsburgh's official sewage facilities plan for 1717 through 1719 Cliff Street at no cost to the city. Bill 201, resolution adopting plan revision to the City of Pittsburgh's official sewage facilities plan for 544 Lincoln Avenue at no cost to the city. Bill 202, resolution authorizing the mayor and the director of public safety to enter into an agreement or agreements between the City of Pittsburgh and the Stadium Authority of Pittsburgh and Allegheny County, a total not to exceed amount of $1 to allow for installation of public safety equipment. And 206, resolution authorizing the issuance of a warrant payable in favor of the National League of Cities for one-year membership dues in an amount not to exceed $19,626.
And Councilwoman Salanetro, Chair of Public Works and Infrastructure.
Thank you, Council President.
Councilwoman Salanetro presents Bill number 196, resolution authorizing the mayor and the director of the Office of Management and Budget and the director of the Department of Mobility and Infrastructure to enter into an agreement or agreements with the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation for the purpose of receiving grant funds from the Automated Red Light Enforcement Grant Program, amount not to exceed $805,533, to replace signals at the intersection of Fifth Avenue and Dithridge Street. Bill 203, resolution authorizing acceptance by the City of Pittsburgh of the dedication of two city-owned parcels, 49S500 and 49R296, located in the 9th Ward, 7th Council District, at no cost to the city. Bill 204, resolution granting a vacation of an unopened, unimproved paper portion of Savoy Street, 27th Ward, 1st Council District, no cost to the city. And Bill 205, resolution authorizing the mayor and director of the Department of Public Works on behalf of the city to enter into an agreement or agreements or use of existing agreements with Enel X Advisory Services USA, LLC, for energy evaluation and consultant services in connection with the city's aggregated purchase of electricity supply, along with the members of the Western Pennsylvania Energy Consortium for a term of 6 years at no cost to the city.
And Councilwoman Strasburger, Chair of Finance and Law.
No new papers, Mr. President.
Thank you. Councilwoman Warwick, Chair of Recreation, Youth and Senior Services.
No new papers, Mr. President.
Thank you. Councilman Wilson, Chair of Land Use and Economic Development.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Councilman Wilson presents Bill number 207, resolution authorizing the Pittsburgh Land Bank to acquire all the city's right, title, and interest, if any, in and to the publicly owned properties in the 5th Ward of the city, designated in the Deed Registry Office of Allegheny County as Block 10K, Lot 152, 635 Kirkpatrick Street, Council District Number 6, at no cost to the city. And Bill number 208, resolution amending Resolution 625 of 2025, authorizing the mayor and the director of city planning to enter on behalf of the City of Pittsburgh into a professional services agreement or agreements with Evolve Environment Architecture to provide services to create historic district design guidelines for the Mexican War Streets and the Manchester Historic District at a cost not to exceed $37,500.
Councilman Wilson.
Yes, can you, waive Rule 8, motion to waive Rule 8 on, I believe it was the second bill.
Bill 208.
Bill 208, please.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Bill 208 will appear on tomorrow's standing committee agenda. And that moves me to myself.
Council President Lavelle presents Bill number 209, resolution appointing Emily Robinson as a member of the Public Art Committee of the Public Art and Civic Design Commission for a term concurrent with that of the mayor. Bill 210, resolution appointing Louis Pell as a member of the Public Art Committee of the Public Art and Civic Design Commission for a term concurrent with that of the mayor. Bill 211, Resolution appointing Joanna Obuzer as a member of the Civic Design Committee of the Public Art and Civic Design Commission for a term concurrent with that of the mayor.
And we need a motion to either interview or to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The 3 appointments have been approved. We have 2 communications.
Bill number 212, communication from Rhea Price, Acting Director of the Office of Management and Budget, submitting to City Council the attached status update from the Grants Office for the week ended February 27, 2026. And Bill 213, communication from Rhea Price, Acting Director of the Office of Management and Budget, submitting the City of Pittsburgh quarterly financial and performance report for the period ending December 31st, 2025.
Need a motion to read, receive, and file.
So moved.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Bills have been read, received, and filed. Our next order of business is reports of committee for final action, beginning with Councilperson Erica Strasburger, presenting the Committee of Finance and Law.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilperson Strasburger presents Bill number 188, reported to Committee on Finance and Law for February 25th, 2026 with an affirmative recommendation. Bill 121, resolution authorizing the issuance of a warrant in favor of Elena Griffiths in an amount not to exceed $2,650 over 1 year in full and final settlement of a claim for damage to her parked vehicle on Whiteman Street from a city EMS vehicle on August 18, 2025. Bill 122, resolution authorizing the issuance of a warrant in favor of Naeem Martinez and Max Petrunia, PC, in an amount of $62,000 over 1 year in full and final settlement of litigation filed in the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Pennsylvania. Bill 123, resolution authorizing the issuance of a warrant in favor of Network Deposition Services for legal transcript services for an amount not to exceed $24,538.10 over 1 year. Bill 162, resolution transferring the amount of $2,500 within the 2026 operating budget from City Council postage to the Office of the City Clerk for the purpose of professional services.
You have heard the reading and title of the bill. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, the bill is now ready for final action. All in favor of the passage of the bill will vote aye when her name is called. Those opposed will vote no. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Mr. Charland.
Aye.
Mr. Coghill.
Aye.
Ms. Gross.
Aye.
Mr. Mosley.
Aye.
Mrs. Salanetro.
Aye.
Mrs. Strasburger.
Aye.
Mrs. Warwick.
Aye.
Mr. Wilson.
Aye.
Mr. Lavelle, President.
Aye.
9 ayes, 0 noes.
The bill, having received the legally required number of votes, is passed finally. That moves us to Councilwoman Kim Salanetro, presenting the Committee of Public Works and Infrastructure.
Thank you, Council President.
Councilwoman Salanetro presents Bill number 189, reported to Committee on Public Works and Infrastructure for February 25th, 2026, with an affirmative recommendation. Bill 119, resolution authorizing the mayor and the director of the Department of Mobility and Infrastructure to enter into a contract with Carnegie Mellon University in an amount not to exceed $200,000 over 3 years to support the city's Safe Streets and Roads for All project. CMU will also provide in-kind services in an amount of $200,000 for a total project cost of $400,000. Bill 179, resolution authorizing the mayor and the director of the Department of Mobility and Infrastructure on behalf of the city of Pittsburgh to enter into a supplemental agreement or agreements with A. Liberoni, Inc. for costs associated with construction for the Sylvan Avenue Multimodal Path Project, providing for the payment of the cost thereof not to exceed $1,732,504.13, a net increase of $86,733.76.
You have heard the reading and title of the bill. Is there any discussion on the bill? Seeing none, the bill is now ready for final action. All in favor of the passage of the bill will vote aye when the name is called. Those opposed will vote no. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Mr. Charland.
Aye.
Mr. Coghill.
Aye.
Ms. Gross.
Aye.
Mr. Mosley.
Aye.
Mrs. Salanetro.
Aye.
Mrs. Strasburger.
Aye.
Mrs. Warwick.
Aye.
Mr. Wilson.
Aye.
Mr. Lavelle, President.
Aye.
9 ayes, 0 noes.
The bill, having received the legally required number of votes, is passed finally. That takes us to Councilman Bobby Wilson, presenting the Committee of Land Use and Economic Development.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Councilman Wilson presents Bill number 190, reported to Committee on Land Use and Economic Development for February 25th, 2026, with an affirmative recommendation. Bill 120, resolution further amending Resolution 924 of 2024, effective December 18th, 2024, as amended, entitled Resolution Adopting and Approving the 2025 Capital Budget, the Proposed 2025 Community Development Program, and the 2025 through 2030 Capital Improvement Program, so as to decrease Lawrenceville United by $15,000 and increase Lawrenceville Corporation by $15,000, so as to fund specific public service grant projects of City Council and authorize a subsequent agreement or agreements. Bill 124, resolution amending Resolution 792 of 2024, effective November 6, 2024, as amended, entitled Resolution Authorizing the Mayor and the Director of the Office of Management and Budget to enter into an agreement or agreements with various community-based organizations for the implementation of the 2024 Neighborhood Economic Development Program and to provide for the payment of the cost thereof, cost not to exceed $720,000, so as to decrease Lawrenceville United by $27,000 and increase Lawrenceville Corporation by $27,000, so as to authorize a subsequent agreement or agreements.
You have heard the reading and title of the bill. Is there any discussion on the bill? Seeing none, the bill is now ready for final action. All in favor of the passage of the bill will vote aye when her name is called. Those opposed will vote no. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Mr. Charland.
Aye.
Mr. Coghill.
Aye.
Ms. Gross.
Aye.
Mr. Mosley.
Aye.
Mrs. Salanetro.
Aye.
Mrs. Strasburger.
Aye.
Mrs. Warwick.
Aye.
Mr. Wilson.
Aye.
Mr. Lavelle, President.
Aye.
9 ayes, 0 noes.
The bill, having received the legally required number of votes, is passed finally. That takes us to Councilwoman Deborah Gross, presenting the Committee of Innovation, Performance, Asset Management, and Technology.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Councilwoman Gross presents Bill number 191, reported to Committee on Innovation, Performance, Asset Management, and Technology for February 25th, 2026, with an affirmative recommendation. Bill 41, ordinance supplementing the Pittsburgh Code of Ordinances, Title I, Administrative, Article 7, Procedures, by adding a new chapter, Chapter 173A, Housing Data Dashboard. Bill 175, resolution providing for the issuance of a warrant in favor of Levi Convention Centers, aka Levi Premium Food Service, in the amount of $9,077.40 to pay for costs incurred for cybersecurity training.
You have heard the reading and title of the bill. Is there any discussion on the bill? Seeing none, the bill is now ready for final action. All in favor of the passage of the bill will vote aye when her name is called. Those opposed will vote no. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Mr. Charland.
Aye.
Mr. Coghill.
Aye.
Ms. Gross.
Aye.
Mr. Mosley.
Aye.
Mrs. Salanetro.
Aye.
Mrs. Strasburger.
Aye.
Mrs. Warwick.
Aye.
Mr. Wilson.
Aye.
Mr. Lavelle, President.
Aye.
9 ayes, 0 noes.
The bill, having received the legally required number of votes, is passed finally. And finally, Councilman Kari Mosley, presenting the Committee of Intergovernmental Educational Affairs.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Councilman Mosley presents Bill number 192, reported to Committee on Intergovernmental and Educational Affairs for February 25th, 2026, with an affirmative recommendation. Bill 117, resolution adopting plan revision to the City of Pittsburgh's official sewage facilities plan for 2402 North Charles Street at no cost to the city. Bill 118, resolution authorizing the issuance of a warrant payable in favor of the Chartiers Valley District Flood Control Authority to renew the City of Pittsburgh's membership into the CVD-FCA and pay fees for the year 2026 in an amount not to exceed $17,204 over 1 year.
You have heard the reading and title of the bill. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, the bill is now ready for final action. All in favor of the passage of the bill will vote aye when her name is called. Those opposed will vote no. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Mr. Charland.
Aye.
Mr. Coghill.
Aye.
Ms. Gross.
Aye.
Mr. Mosley.
Aye.
Mrs. Salanetro.
Aye.
Mrs. Strasburger.
Aye.
Mrs. Warwick.
Aye.
Mr. Wilson.
Aye.
Mr. Lavelle, President.
Aye.
9 ayes, 0 noes.
Thank you. The bill, having received the legally required number of votes, is passed finally. That takes us to motions and resolutions. Anything from members? Councilwoman Strasburger.
Yes, so we saw that the Q4 report was sent over to council today for the end of 2025, and in an effort to allow the public and council to really focus in on our budget situation more evenly distributed throughout the year rather than just at the end of the year, I'd like to start calling for post agendas after each quarterly report comes over to council. So I'd like to make a motion to hold a post agenda hearing on the 2025 quarter 4 report, financial report.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We'll work with your office and the clerk to
Thank
get
you.
that scheduled. Anything else from members? If not, meeting announcements. This afternoon at 1:30, council will hold our pre-agenda interviews for the Planning Commission nominees. Tomorrow, Wednesday, March 4th at 10 a.m., council will hold our standing committee meeting. Speaker registration will close at 9. Tomorrow afternoon at 1:30, council will hold a pre-agenda interview for the Alcosan and Pittsburgh Water nominees. And on Friday, March 6th at 10 a.m., council will hold a cablecast public hearing on Bill 1993 as it relates to rezoning Hazelwood parcels. Speaker registration will close at 8 o'clock Friday morning. To register to speak at this meeting, please fill the sign-up form on the council meeting webpage or call the clerk's office at 412-255-2138. Motion to approve the minutes and adjourn the meeting.
So move.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.